Alright, Year 9, here's the second YouTube video on simplifying surds and adding and subtracting like surds. So again, I'm using Mathscape and I'm doing exercise 8.3. And we did the last column in class, so with these questions I'm going to do the second last column. I'm pretty sure I did the last column in class. So the main thing here is to realize that you can only add and subtract like surds. That is the biggie. You can only add and subtract like surds. So you can't add root 3 plus root 2 and get root 5. So here we go. I'm going to do the first column of these ones. They're pretty easy to begin with. It's just like algebra. So I've got 8 root 3 minus 5 root 3. So I've got 8 root 3's, and I take away 5 root 3's, I have 3 root 3's. The next one, 2 root 7 plus root 7. Now remember there's a 1 in front of that. So I've got 2 root 7's. I add 1 more root 7. I have 3 root 7's. Here we go, root 13 minus root 13. Well, that's like any number. 5 minus 5, 6 minus 6. Root 13 minus root 13, 0. Next one, 9 root 7 minus 4 root 7. I've got 9, I take away 4, I'm left with 5 root 7. Now on the next one, a negative 8 root 5 plus 5 root 5. Well, I'm good with negative numbers. I've got negative 8. I give myself 5. I still have negative 3. So here's one that have 3 terms in them. So 7 root 3 minus 5 root 3. Well, that's 2 root 3 plus 4 root 3. That'll give me 6 root 3. Next one, 9 root 7 minus 2 root 7. Well, that gives me 7 root 7. Minus 6 root 7. Well, that'll just give me 1 root 7. And I don't need to write the 1. The next one, negative 3 root 11 plus 6 root 11 plus 4 root 11. Negative 6 plus negative 3 plus 6 is 3, plus another 4, 7 root 11. Now, when you have them here, what I'll do here is, because we did them in class, I'll just do every second one. I'll do B, F, J. B, F, J. So here, I have, let's get the right colour pen. Here, I have 5 root 5 plus 4 root 3 plus 7 root 5 plus 6 root 3. Now I'm lucky because they're all plus. Well, I've got a 5 root 5 plus 7 root 5. That gives me 12 root 5. And then I've got a 4 root 3 plus a 6 root 3. That gives me 10 root 3. So it's just like algebra. Let's have a go at F. I've got 2 root 10 plus 4 root 11 minus root 10 plus 5 root 11. Now let's have a look at the 2 root 10, and I've got to make sure I include the sign in this term, minus 1 root 10. Well, that just gives me 2 root 10 minus 1 root 10. I'm just left with 1 root 10. And here, this is where I've got to be careful again, plus 4 root 11 plus 5 root 11. Remember that negative behind the 4 root 11 belongs to the root 10. So it's plus 4 plus another 5. So that's plus 9 root 11. BF, let's go to J. 4 root 6 minus 3 root 10 plus 11 root 6 plus 2 root 10. Well, 4 root 6 plus 11 root 6. 4 root 6 plus 11 root 6. And that gives me 15 root 6. And again, be careful of the sign. Negative or minus 3 root 10 plus 2 root 10. That's minus 1 root 10. So you're going to have to be careful in the last one, and I might just, you go away and have a go at it, come back and watch me do the solution. So I'm going to do the last one now, but I want you to have gone away, come back and make sure you've got it right. So here we go. 9 root 13 minus root 2 minus 10 root 13 minus root 2. Okay, so I've got 9 root 13 minus 10 root 13. Well, that's minus 1 root 13. Be careful with this one. Negative root 2 minus another root 2. Well, that's minus 2 root 2. So I took away 1 and I took away another 1. And what exercise are we doing? Question 4, sorry, in exercise 8.3. Question 4, the last one, I've got to find it, for L, B, C, D, F, G, H. Minus root 13 minus 2 root 2. Now, so you should have gone away and had a go at those. Now you need to be able to simplify surds, and then collect like terms, or collect like surds. So again, I'm going to do every second one here, because we did the last column in class. So I'll do start with C. Root 5 plus root 20. I can't add those, they are not the same, but I can break that 20 down. So I've got root 5, I can't break that down, but I know that root 20 is root 4 times root 5. So it gives me root 5, and root 4 is 2, and 2 root 5. So I've got 1 root 5 plus 2 root 5s, that gives me 3 root 5s. I'm going to skip F, I'm going to go to I. Root 40 minus root 10. Okay, well root 40 is the same as root 4 times root 10, and I can't do anything with that root 10. So root 4 is 2, root 10 can't do anything with. I've got 2 root 10s and I'm minus 1 root 10. I'm just left with 1 root 10. Now, CIO. 11 root 3 minus root 48. Now sometimes a hint with these, is if the first one of the surds is written in its simplest terms, that's a thing I'm looking to divide the other surd by. So you might not know that 16 goes into 48, but you do know that 3 goes, it's going to have to be, or it's more than likely going to be, that when I simplify this root 48, it's going to be root 3. So I'd go to my calculator and go 48 divided by 3, and you'd get 16. Anyway, we know that, so 11 root 3 minus root 16 root 3. So 11 root 3 minus 4 root 3. So I've got 11, I take away 4, I have 7 root 3. So let's go to u, the last one that I'm going to do, then I'm going to let you have a go. 6 root 13 plus 2 root 52. Now again, I can't do anything with that 13. There are no numbers, square numbers that go into 13. And if you think about it, it has to be a number less than 13. So the only square numbers less than 13 are 1, 4, and 9. And none of them go into 13. So you can't do anything with that root 13. But that gives you a hint, because you're looking at 52 and you're thinking to yourself, I don't know anything that goes into 52, because you might not know your 13 times tables. But you know, because of the way this question's framed, that it'll probably be 13. And because I know my cards, and there are 4 suits in a pack of 52 cards, I know that root 52 is 4 times 13. So I get 6 root 13 plus, now I've got to be careful here, 2 times 2 root 13. So 6 root 13 plus 4 root 13 gives me 10 root 13. So you just have to take your time with these and make sure that you're getting it. And that was question 5U. I'm just going to check it. 5U, 10 root 13. So I'm only going to do one of 6 because I really want you to have a go at them. So I'll do D. If I look at it here, 4 root 75 minus 2 root 48 plus 7 root 6 minus 3 root 54. Okay, so this is going to be hard. I'm going to have to break it down. I know the 6 can't break down, but let's try with this. I'm going to try the 75 first because I know 25 goes into that. So 4 root 25 root 3. 3 25s are 75. Now the 48. Now I know that 16 goes into 48. We've done that a few times, 3 16s. So minus 2 times root 16 root 3. The 7 root 6, I don't think I can do anything with that. So root 7 root 6. And here's a hint. I've busted the first root 75 into a root 3. I've busted the 48 into a root 3. I can't do anything with the root 6. I bet that this 6 goes into this 54. And it does 9 times. So root 9, root 6. So here we go. 4 times 5 root 3 minus 2 times 4 root 3 plus 7 root 6 minus 3 times 3 root 6. That gives me 20 root 3 minus 8 root 3 plus 7 root 6 minus 9 root 6. Next, 20 minus 8 is 12 root 3. 7 root 6 minus 9 root 6. Wow. And remember the whole sign, 7 root 6 minus 9, that's going to give me minus 2 root 6. What question was that? 6D. 6D and 2 root 3 minus 12 root 3 minus 2 root 6. That's pretty hard. Have a go at B and F on your own. Now, I'm not fussed about questions 7 and 8. If you're able to do them, good on you. I might have a quick go at C and F of 8. So let's have a go. So here we go, 8C. What do we got? Root 27x minus root 12x. So, well, I can make that as root 27 root x minus root 12 root x. Well, 27 is root 9 root 3 root x minus root 4 root 3 root x, which gives me 3 root 3x, because I can put it back in, minus 2 root 3x, which gives me 1 root 3x. And that's question 8C. ABC, root 3x. Beautiful. I'll do I. You give it a crack first, though. You see if you can do I yourself. And I'm going to give it a go here. So you go away and come back. This is going to be a bit harder. What do we got? Root 75 c cubed d to the 4 plus 10 c d squared root 3c. Now what do I want to do? Do I want to simplify the surd or put these numbers back in? I think I'll simplify the surd. So I'm going to take root 25 root 3. I'm just simplifying this first surd here. I'm simplifying this one. So take the 25 and the 3 out. That gives me 75. I'll take c squared root c and d squared d squared. I'm just going to leave that 10c d squared root 3c alone. So that gives me 5 root 3. The square root of c squared is c. Root c. The square root of d squared is d. The square root of d squared is d. I get 10c d squared root 3c. Well, I'll get all the other stuff out and leave the surds alone. So I've got 5c dd, well that's d squared. And then I've got root 3c, I'll put them back in. I've got 10c d squared root 3c. Now everything is the same. This is two like terms with like surds. So if they're like, I can add them. And I've got 5 of them plus another 10 of them. So I've got 15 CD squared root 3C. And I'm pretty sure that's right, but my other, and there we go, we are correct. So hopefully you've had a go at those. Don't worry too much about questions 7 and 8, but make sure you can do questions 5 and 6. All right, good luck.